Hey planner friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be planning from the 28th of December to the 3rd of January in my 2020 Passion Planner and my 2021 Passion Planner. Let's get started. So the kits I'm using this week are Blast Off and Better Year, both from Plannerface, and I basically couldn't pick between these two gorgeous kits, so I decided to plan the first half of the week in my 2020 planner and the second half of the week in my 2021 planner. Also, because I wasn't at work for any of this week, I've decided to do a more plan as I go style of video. I probably won't do these very often because it was so time consuming, but I hope it explains how I get from my pre-planning to the final spread at the end of the week. So as I've got two spreads to set up this week, I'm speeding through these quite quickly. As always, I've coloured in the daily focus box for the days where I won't be at work, which is every day. And then I've gone in with my Stabilo fine liner and I've split the weekly focus box and I've split my personal to-do boxes. I didn't need to split my work to-dos because I wasn't at work this week. I'm also just creating my normal sidebar using a habit tracker and a decorative box from the kit, and then my meal plan sticker, which I made in Excel and just print off on sticker paper myself. And then I'm going to use some of the washi from the kit and some washi from my stash to cover the Space of Infinite Possibility header, personal and work to-do list headers, and also create my extra gratitude header in the bottom left hand corner. So to cover up the 3 days that are in January on this spread, I'm going to be doing a bit of washi blocking, which I've seen quite a lot of people doing on Instagram, and I really wanted to give it a try this week. It's just a way that you can use the last spread in a planner and the first spread in the next planner and not duplicate too many days. The only day that I have duplicated is Thursday, which was New Year's Eve, and that's just because I thought it would look a bit weird if I washi blocked like 4 days. I don't know. So I'm just using a load of washi tape from my stash. I don't have a huge amount of washi tape. This is just a rainbow set from Paper Chase, I think. And then also I'm incorporating a little bit of the washi from the kit. Now that I've got that big block of washi tape down, I'm just going to colour in the daily focus boxes above it because I'm still not at work then and it just looked a little bit empty. I've added in the weekend banner and now I'm getting a little bit of pre-planning done, but as you'll see there wasn't a lot to pre-plan this week because we're still in lockdown and I basically wanted to take this week to do nothing. I quite frequently just use my annual leave for a bit of a recharge week and this was one of those. So I've added in a bill on Tuesday and my PT session on Wednesday, and then I'm just adding in a box to mark celebrating New Year's Eve, and I'm just piling on loads of deco to that box, especially all the booze and balloons. Next up, I'm going to add the last of my K Elizabeth Plans holiday sheet stickers to mark in New Year's Eve, and then I'm just going to mark in a few workouts. To cover up the area that would normally be for my work to-dos and stuff, I'm using 2 decorative boxes to fill in that space. I especially like the one that says F2020. I'm going to fill in my pre-planning with my black Pilot friction pen and also a nice gold gel pen, and then we can move on to the second spread. As with the first spread, I've coloured in the days that I'm not going to be at work with my passion marker and also split my focus and to-do list boxes with my Stabilo fine liner. One of the reasons that I wanted to use both these kits is that I really loved both of them, but I knew that Blast Off would fit with my January theme colour of light blue. And hopefully this will be the only year that we need to use stay-at-home New Year's Eve kits. As I've mentioned in previous videos, I don't write my breakfasts in while I'm setting up my spread when I'm not at work, so I've just added in my lunch and dinners and highlighting over those. So again, I'm going to cover up my Space of Infinite Possibility and personal and work to-do list headers with washi from the kit, and then I'm going to create an extra gratitude header with some of my rainbow washi stash. I really wanted to make sure that I included some of the washi from the kit in my washi blocking, so it seemed like it really went with the kit because some of the colours are a little bit brighter, especially with this one. Now we can get into the second lot of washi blocking. So this is about 1500% speed. It took me quite a while to get all of this down, but I really like the effect that it has at the end. I didn't go for quite the same pattern on both spreads, but they're pretty similar. So again, I'm going to go in with my blue passion marker and fill in the daily focus boxes of the days above the washi blocking just to make it look a little bit more full. And then I'm going to create my normal sidebar with this Happy New Year 2021 decorative box, my daily check-in habit tracker and my meal plan sticker. Finally, I'm just going to add in my weekend banner and then add the little bit of pre-planning that we have for the end of this week. So for Thursday, which is New Year's Eve, I'm just copying exactly what I did in my 2020 planner, but with a different kit. And then I'm going to add in uploading my videos for this week and also some workouts. My YouTube button stickers are from Ickle & Co, and my workout tracker stickers are a printable from Pinky Stickers that I just print on sticker paper and cut out with my craft knife. The last few bits of this week are just some routines like my planning time and blocking out some time for cleaning, and I realised that I've split my weekly focus box into a personal and work section, but I'm not at work, so I've just covered that up with a square half box from the kit, which fits perfectly. Never realised that. The last thing I'm going to do is cover up my normal work section with the decorative double box from the kit, which is just this gorgeous rocket zone blast off and some balloons and stuff, and now we can get into the day-by-day planning. So to stop this video being way longer than my normal videos, I've sped this up quite a lot, but I hope you can really get the sense of how I plan day to day. Obviously the first thing that I have to do is erase what I've already pre-planned and move it around, but that is nothing unusual for me. I actually spent most of Monday doing my Marksy Life compass assessment and setting out some goals for this year, which complemented the vision board that I did in my roadmap really nicely and also makes me feel a lot more prepared for this year. I've then put in, I had a bit of a YouTube binge in the afternoon, but I was actually watching the Marksy Life live stream replays to help me with my goal settings. That was really great. And then in the evening we just had some drinks and I played some more bug snacks. I also popped a flag at the top of the day to mark that this was the observed Boxing Day bank holiday, as the actual day fell on a Saturday this year, and then I'm just going to zoom through filling in Monday with my Pilot Friction pen. Moving on to Tuesday, I'm first going to mark that I did a little extra interval run in the morning, which I didn't expect to do, but then I thought maybe I should have my rest day on New Year's Day when I might be a little bit hungover, which actually worked out for the best. Then I popped in this third box in the morning for finishing my December monthly reflection and marked that with an icon from the kit. Next, I've added in a cleaning checklist, and that's just for a little bit of cleaning in the afternoon. And then I'm going to mark with a quarter box that I played some Sims as well. I played a lot of video games this week, maybe not as much as I even wanted to, because I've done a lot of planner stuff too, but oh well. And I'm marking that with some of the deco from the kit and then adding in a glitter header to fill in some of the space. I had a video call with a friend from home on Tuesday evening, and then we also just had a bit of a lazy evening once I got off the call with her. So it was a pretty good day. And then I'm going to fill in all of Tuesday with my Pilot Friction pen and also my gold gel pen. Moving on to Wednesday, and I didn't actually do loads on this day. The first thing I'm marking in with a half box is that I did my annual reflection, and that did take me quite a long time because I had a lot to reflect on from this year. Then I'm just adding some deco to my PT session and filling in the space after it with part of a decorative box from the kit because I was totally dead after my PT session. If you've seen on my Insta story, I've been doing a lot of like sled pushes and functional training recently, and that day the weight on the sled was my trainer. He just stood on it. So after that, I'm marking that I had a long soak in the bath with this cute cat having a bath icon over a glitter header. And then after that, I'm just marking with a quarter box that we had a lazy evening of watching some Twitch streams and gaming. So there wasn't a whole lot to actually fill out on Wednesday, and now we'll move straight on to Thursday. So I've only filmed Thursday in this planner, and then I just copied it into my 2021 planner. And then while I was editing this, panicked that I couldn't find the footage. Go me. But I'm starting off the day with a quarter box for finishing off my January monthly spread, and then I'm going to add in another quarter box for recording my voiceover that afternoon, which did spill over into New Year's Day a little bit. After that, I'm marking in with a half box some gaming and some drinks, and this day is a little bit off timeline because the Jules Holland New Year's Eve hootenanny doesn't start until like 11:15, so the gaming and drinks kind of was all evening, not from mid-afternoon. But that's it for my 2020 planner, so now we can move on to the 1st of January, which obviously starts off with me getting my undo out again to move what had been an interval run that I changed to a New Year's Day walk into a bit later in the afternoon. Part of that was so that I could fit as much of this decorative box in as possible by moving my lunch up an hour. I sometimes do this just so that I can have the most out of a decorative box even if the timings aren't exact. Next, I'm going to just replace that workout sticker for my walk after lunch, and then I'm going to use a quarter box to mark in filming my 2020 planner flip through, which should be up next week. Then the final part of New Year's Day is just adding in a half box in the evening for some more YouTube and gaming. You're noticing a theme this week? We didn't really do a lot. But how else do you celebrate New Year's in a pandemic? I certainly wasn't going to go outside anywhere. Although we did go out for a midnight walk on New Year's Eve when there was no one around, and it was really nice and peaceful, aside from all the fireworks. So moving on to Saturday, and I accidentally slept in quite late for me this day, and so had to move my planning time to later in the morning. This is why I used an erasable pen, basically. And then I'm using a skinny event label after that to mark the first day of the Yoga with Adriene challenge, followed by a third box from the kit to mark in recording this voiceover. Well, most of this voiceover. I then tried to use a glitter header to fill in some of the gaps, but there was still a bit too much space, so I moved it all around a bit and kind of bordered that third box with 2 bits of glitter header. For the final part of Saturday, I just added in what we were doing in the evening, so I'm using this event label to mark in playing, yes, some more bug snacks, and then another quarter box from the kit to mark in yet another YouTube binge, which I'm marking with this icon of popcorn from the kit, and then I'm just going to fill in all of Friday and Saturday with my Pilot Friction pen. Finally, we can move on to Sunday, and I made sure that I woke up on time this morning so that I'm ready for work again next week, and then I had pretty much the morning sorted. So I'm just marking in with a quarter box, finishing up this video this afternoon, and then I'm going to grab a recycling icon from Plannerface's round icon sheet to mark in that I need to remember to take the recycling out today. The bank holiday bin changes always throw me. Next, I'm going to add in a skinny event label, and that's just for going over my budget because obviously Christmas is done now, and then I'm going to add in a half box for having a nice lazy evening this evening before I have to go back to work tomorrow. This week off has gone way too fast for me. I'm just going to fill in my reflection sections, and then we can have a look at the finished spreads. So here is the final spread in my 2020 planner, and it looks gorgeous. I'm so happy with the washi blocking. In my reflection section, I decided to write 20 good things that happened in 2020. And then in my 2021 planner, I've done the full reflection for the week. And again, this looks beautiful. I'm so happy with this first spread in my planner. I hope you had a really good start to the year, guys, and hopefully this year will be a little bit less all over the place than 2020. So that's everything for this week, guys. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments down below. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye!